This is an AI first design assistant showcasing how Feedstock Blend Optimizer can be created with the help of Microsoft Plan. So, here we have started with the clear definition of the requirement by defining what has to be done and how the blending has to happen. So, usually, refinery planners will continuously select optimal feedstock blends under changing crude availability, quality variation, yields, target, and cost constraints. Today, this evaluation is largely manual and spreadsheet driven, dependent on expert judgment, making it time consuming and difficult to consistently optimize margins while meeting operational and quality constraints. So we have used Microsoft Power Plan Design for creating this solution. Plan acts as the architectural backbone, defining the rules, and then the data model, and then the technological solution. So as you can see, the roles are refinery planner, operation manager, and business analyst. User process, feedstock blend evaluation recommendation. So, this process covers the end to end workflow for refinery planners to ingest feedstock data, evaluate blend option, receive AI powered recommendation, and understand the rationale behind it. Operational alignment and performance monitoring is the second process. Now, what you see below is the data model. You can see feedstock, blend component, refinery constraint, etc. And then based on the model, we have the technology stack created, and we have created the agent and the app, which I will show you now. So this is my blend recommendation viewer. This is a model driven application. As you can see, there are different screens available. First is what are the active blends and the blend components, and then refinery constraints are there, and then blend recommendation. So these are the blend components. So for component one, what are the blend name and the feedstock that are required, and what is the proportion that is required. So this is where you can see the combination or the proposition of blends that can be made. So these are the constraints that is there. This has to be the maximum contamination. Sulfur contamination must be this much. Based on these rules, the blending will happen. And it is all done by the automation flow in the background. Blend recommendation is like expected margin, and this is mainly based on cost impact. This app gives a overall summary of how the blend happens and how what are all the components under what proposition, what constraints, clearly in a automated fashion. Now let me show you an a- agent which is created for similar purpose. I've run a few test cases here before. We'll see. This is my agent, Blend Recommender Advisor. So I'm asking this agent suggest the best feedstock blend for this week's refinery plan. So it all depends on the data. So it says there are currently no blend recommendations available in the system for this week refinery plan. So no suggestions can be made at this time. It is recommended to review the latest blend feedstock. It is suggesting so because it is asked for a particular timeline and it doesn't have a recommendation. So it doesn't have a feedstock. So it's saying like look at the latest one, and then the approach will be based on that. And then how did it verify that there is no feedstock this week is based on the data that we have. The data was table that we have created, which we saw in the data model before. Then I'm asking, recommend me a blend. So it needs to know what are the best feedstocks available, because we didn't give any specific list. I'm expecting it should give me the whole list. So it says to recommend the best feedstock blend for this week's refinery plan. I would typically analyze the available feedstock blend scenario data and then assess the blend option against your refinery yields. Even though I didn't give it, it is saying I will go through all the tables and fetch the information, analyze, and give you the blend. So it has given me the blend. So it has given me the steps, what I supposed to do: review, define, generate, and evaluate, present. And also it has given me the example blends, hypothetically assuming. So blend A, it should be this much: 60% of crude, 30% of sweet crude, 10% of heavy crude, the business logic behind it, and then it provides a next step recommendations also. I'm asking list the constraint. The constraint we saw in the screen also, the agent is also able to get it. Constraints for the components for the blend. And it is all grounded with the table data.